Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm currently in Hamburg, Germany, and I've always wondered, what is HafenCity? How was it built? Who's responsible for this? Where are we at now? So I sent them an email and Andre was kind enough to give me a 2.5 hours tour of the entire place and give me so much details. So thank you so much, Andre, for this tour, and I hope you'll enjoy this video. All right, so before we begin, here's a small introduction to HafenCity. HafenCity is an urban development project located by the Elbe River in Hamburg, Germany. Once it is completed, it will increase the city center area by 40%. HafenCity is located in an area of the harbor that hadn't seen lots of activity for the better half of the 20th century, and this is due to the displacement of its activities in more modern facilities and infrastructures nearby. Eventually, the city reappropriated the land and the buildings, and in 1998, the city voted for a new master plan designed by, and I can't pronounce his name. Now, what is the master plan about? The plan was conceived to ensure the city would still be relevant in 100 years. The plan was designed with 5 themes in mind, so sustainability, culture, social, public spaces, and infrastructures. In other words, the master plan was all about creating a second city center with urban density, mixed city in mind, and it was also going to be developed through a rigorous and collaborative process. Today, HafenCity is halfway built and already got lots of international recognition and is actually considered an example to follow. Its flagship building is the Elbe Philharmonie building, and once the project is completed, there will be a 235-meter high tower at the east end called the Elbe Tower. Alright, so with this in mind, here are the 5 most interesting things that I think you should know about HafenCity. First of all, management. At first, I thought the city was managing the project, but in fact, the city mandated a private company to do this. This company is responsible for the allocation of the land to developers, developing transportation, and public spaces. This allows for a more efficient management of the urban development project because this is their main mission, whereas the city, they have a lot of things to take care of. Second, allocation of land. When I studied urban planning, I learned that a master plan would simply indicate the zoning and what kind of buildings there should be. This, however, can lead to a poor vision and generate many problems. To avoid this, HafenCity operates in a very different way. First, the master plan details all the criteria the developer must fulfill if they want to build in HafenCity. Second, the price of the lot is already fixed. So this means in order to buy the lot, it's not going to be the highest bidder who wins, but the one who suggests the best project. Third, transport. Generally, when cities develop new areas, they have a car to housing ratio they apply to determine how many parking spaces they include in the street/building design. But this is not the case for HafenCity, since their goal is to allow people to be independent from cars and they have to give them an alternative. In the master plan, more space is actually allocated for bike paths, the sidewalks are wide and clear from traffic, and there are very few main roads. In addition, everyone has access to the bus network and subway network. Fourth, engineering. HafenCity is located by the Elbe River, known for its high tides. In order to maximize the use of land surface and to avoid catastrophes, here's what they did. Buildings can have access to water level, but this level cannot be residential, and neither can the first floor. Now, the level giving on the water, however, is exposed to tide waters, so they are equipped with anti-flood doors. And when the tide rises, people can actually still circulate because the main roads are much higher than the high tide levels. And the first floor still remains accessible. But this first floor cannot be residential because HafenCity doesn't want residents to be exposed to these kind of flood risks. And the fifth impressive aspect about this urban development project is that the development itself is being done from west to east and north to south in a very structured way. In other words, they want to avoid scattered buildings. By doing so, what is being built gives an immediate sense of density and mixity. This also allows for better coordination of projects, and you can actually start enjoying the area once you reside in the building or work in the area. Finally, this project is so big and has so much to offer that you can even visit a museum to learn more about it. On this note, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.